And welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is all about gesso. You know that acrylic primer that you put on your canvases? And I bet you all know about it as white gesso. But did you know it also comes in different colors? Oh my, why do I use different colors background before I come in with all the other colors? Well, it gives it that kind of joie de vivre, that excitement, expressive excitement. So I don't cover up the entire background. Besides, when I have colored gesso, it's a great start. And I don't have to worry about the white showing through. And as you can see here, each one is slightly different, but I also let some of the gesso color peek through. That's what gives it that excitement, I think. Whether it's loose, expressive trees or simple little objects like that, whatever you're painting, think of Georges Seurat or even Chuck Close. Those tiny little dots of colors that pop through, and that's what gives it its visual excitement, I think, anyway. So let me show you from start to finish how I do mine. So the gessos that I use will be, of course, Holbein gessos because they're so professional. They come in these really cool bags, right? And I'm going to start off by putting on some orange gesso on this watercolor paper, all right? I'm gonna move these out of the way. I always start off with using big sheets of watercolor, but these small ones are just for this demo here. And here's how I use mine. It's really good to have a gesso brush, believe it or not just any ordinary brush. So I do get this at the better art stores, right? It's just a stiffer brush. I'm gonna just put it on, dip my brush in the water. Look at that. Now, neatness does not count. You don't have to put this on neat because I'm gonna be painting on top of it eventually. See how simple that is? Now it's ready to go. Brush goes back into the water. Let this dry. And when they all dry, that's when I use paint right out of the tube and do my painting. Let's get started. So I'm ready to go now. The orange gesso has been dried. I have my colors out. I've got some cadmium yellow, some black, that luminous pink, which everybody loves, and the other color, which is the ground. Here we go. My brushes, big buckets of water on my right side, and here we go. Well, you know what I'm going to be painting. If you watch all my videos, we'll make it quick and simple. Sitting on a table, all right? And I'm going to pretend the light is, in fact, I'm going to do it this way. I always like to, on the table, remind me where my light source is coming from. That really helps a lot, okay? And I'm going to go right for the light part first. Short, choppy strokes. Let some of that orange peek through. Even up into here, right? Change the brush over to some warm pink. Hit some of this in here. Oh yeah. Short, choppy strokes. Oh, I learned that from Georges Seurat. Short, choppy strokes. Don't cover the whole thing up. Let some of that background come through. You already have the color down. Why not keep using it? I'm going to add a little bit of black, very little bit of black. A lot of luminous. There we go. Whoa. Again, let's see how you let some of that orange peek through. Makes it jump around. Not quite Van Gogh, but you know, the same kind of effect. Short, choppy strokes. Come back on top of this, even while it's still wet. That's what's so nice about the Holbein paints. They're thick, professional, heavy body. Look at that. Whoa. Here comes all that excitement that I like to play around with. Come around here even more. Let's put a little bit of a stem in here. There we go. All right, it's all coming together. Now don't forget, I've got to use the shadow in here. I'm gonna get out a big jar of blue. Yeah, put it down on there on the table. There we go. Lighten it up a little bit. You have to anchor it. So we're gonna anchor it with blue. Again, let some of that orange peek through. You're not covering it all up. Let's take advantage of all this. You see, it's starting to happen right in here. Now the table, I'm going to keep it somewhat white, just to really emphasize the orange gesso. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. This is not swashing it around. Short, choppy strokes. Get in, get out. I think a lot of us overmix paint right on the canvas, and you just stay over it over and over and over. You know why you do that? Because you don't know where else to go. So you stay there and hope it's going to get better. Again, letting some of that orange peek through. And to emphasize this even more, I'm going to mix up some yellow and a little bit of black in here and a whole lot of white to give me a neutral. Here we go. Now comes the background. In, out, in, out. See, it's starting to vibrate. Whoa. And more black up into here. More contrast. Again, let some of that orange peek through. I don't want to overemphasize that too much. Now this is nice and quick. More water. There we go. So I try to stop at 90%. Don't give the viewer all the pieces of information. This is not a rendering. This is the painting. And this is why I like to paint. Softening the back edge of the table a little bit so this pops forward. And one more brush stroke to bring in the highlights. Whoa, big brush. Not a little brush. You don't want to tickle it to death. So there we have it. I even paint with my fingers. Do not let your children watch this video because I paint with my fingers all the time. There we go. So, something like that. So you can see the orange popping through, very much French Impressionists, if I may be so bold. And it's a lot more exciting for me to do a painting like this technique, in, out, in, out, in, out, and then learn to stop too soon, taking advantage of that orange background or whatever color background gesso that you want to use. So just giving you another avenue to play with. You know, it doesn't always have to be white. So put some more joie de vivre back into your painting. Have fun, big brushes, not those little two-hair brushes. You'll poke your eye out with those things. Hey, thanks for watching. Pass this one on, and I'll see you at the next BobBlast. Hi there, I'm Bob Burridge, and we're going to the Bahamas this February. I cannot wait to go there with you. Can you imagine doing a workshop, painting by the beach, by the poolside for 5 days of painting? Cannot wait, because it's most relaxed. I call it a paintcation. Can you imagine painting every day? But there's the bar, there's the beach, and we're right there, we're relaxed, and we're creating wonderful paintings in this incredible Bahama aromas, the florals, and the wonderful aromas of the food cooking, and the ocean right there, fresh air, and perfect time of the year to get away, right? And to have a great time. It's my favorite place. I call it a paintcation. What a great name for it, a paintcation. And we're going to be painting loose abstracts. Wow! So I'll see you there, and I cannot wait to paint in the Bahamas with you.